How's it going? This is Justin here for the 2014 Night of Champions predictions. Roman Reigns, you get better, my friend. I'm sure you've all heard, but if not, Roman Reigns got pulled, emergency surgery. Get better, my man. But, hey, he'll come back. Don't worry about it. Let's get down to the predictions. First match I'm going to talk about, Divas. Paige taking on Nikki Bella and AJ for the Divas title. I want to pick Nikki Bella because I feel like that's just what usually, it's kind of what they're leading on to. But usually when they're leading on to something and I buy in, I mess up. So I'm going to counter. So this will be the time that Nikki does win. I'm going to counter swing and do what I wouldn't normally pick to try to get one here. I'm going to go with Paige to win. Maybe Brie Bella interrupts and causes Nikki to lose and then pick. I don't know. But we're just going to go with Paige. Don't ask questions. Just understand that I'm saying that Paige will win somehow. Sheamus versus Cesaro. I don't know. This, back months ago, this was a match I was killing to see. They had a match on Raw. I think they had a match at a pay-per-view as well, but I'm thinking back to the Raw one. It was just a brutal match. It was physical. They were just banging on each other. Hey, and now it's like the story's going nowhere. Doesn't interest me as much. I'm gonna go with, give me Cesaro on this one. I think Sheamus just needs to go on and do something different. Maybe a different career path. Just kidding, man. I still always have respect for Sheamus for the hashtag Sheamus selfie I got with him. But I'm gonna go with Cesaro to win tonight at Night of Champions. Mark Henry versus Rusev. Main event segments of Raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, people going nuts. I feel like Mark Henry went over about every single time on television, which is why I'm going to say Rusev wins. Not that Mark Henry's not a big star or a big enough name to beat Rusev, but I feel like at this point it's been long enough where they're saving to build up for like maybe even John Cena, which I hope for that reason I won't be mad if Rusev wins, because I want to get to the point of Rusev versus John Cena simply for the fact I want to see the dynamics of the crowd, because they've got behind Jack Swagger like crazy because he was the American guy against Rusev. What would be the reaction of John Cena being the American guy going against Rusev? I want to see how that plays out with the fans. But for this night, I'm going to pick Rusev. The Usos versus Golden Stardust. Usos, listen, y'all are alright, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just kind of getting a little tired of the Usos. Same thing, kind of boring, kind of bland. Golden Stardust, especially Stardust, that's my boy. I liked when they turned heel just because it was something different. It didn't make a lot of sense, but I liked it was a little different. I'm rolling with my boys. I'm saying Golden Stardust leave Night of Champions as champions. Those are my dogs. Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. I actually kind of like this feud. I really do. It's been kind of entertaining with the stunt doubles. You know what I'm saying? Damien Mizdow and then R. Ziggler. The funniest thing to me, and I know it's stupid, and some people are probably like, this is so dumb, because that's just what people do. On Raw, when the announcers were like literally acting like they couldn't tell the difference between Ziggler and R-Truth, I thought that was funny as hell. I'm sorry. I know some people are like, this is so stupid. That was legitimately funny to me. I like, and it's, something. It's something for Dolph Ziggler. But I really like The Miz's character right now. I feel like I like The Miz. Miz was my boy back in the day, like WrestleMania 27 and before time. And he's just kind of fallen off since then. I'm getting back on the Miz train. I'm picking the Miz to win tonight. Go get him, Miz. Y2J Chris Jericho versus your boy. Y'all already know who I'm picking in this one. I'm picking Randall Keith Orton to defeat Chris Jericho. I don't know how much longer Chris Jericho is going to be around for this little stint. But either way, whether he's going to be here for a while or not, I'm taking the boy, Randall Keith Orton. And I feel like it'll be a pretty good match. I mean, it should be a pretty good match. Chris Jericho, Randy Orton. I feel like they'll put on a show, especially since you look at the card without Reigns and Rollins. This, unless I'll talk about that in a second, but unless something else happens, this is kind of elevated to the number 2 match on the card, unless you want to say Mark Henry Rusev, which is how it's been treated, but I don't really see it that way. So I feel like they'll step their game up a little more, and I think it'll be a good match, and Randy Orton gets the win. Like I already said about Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, that was probably, well, I don't even know because they kind of did it on Raw already, but I'd still say it was the second biggest match. So now I don't know what they're going to do. I'm guessing maybe Dean Ambrose comes back. I don't know if it'll be a match, but more of just a segment. So we'll have to see what was going on. I would have picked Seth Rollins to beat Roman Reigns in some form or fashion, but that doesn't really matter now. Main event of the night, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. My boy Brock Lesnar. The booking, I don't know. The booking at first was so stupid. I mean, John Cena comes out just kicking everybody's ass. He's like, oh, I'm the greatest. I'm ready now. Even though I got killed like 8 days ago, now not only am I healthy, I'm a 10 times better wrestler now. I'm going to fight everybody. I'm going to knock out all the Wyatts and beat these guys. And it's just like, you couldn't have sold it just a little more? Little more. And if John Cena wins, it's ridiculous. I would have been more accepting of a John Cena win if he would have, say, took a month off or however long, not coming back 2 weeks later, sell that beatdown, come back the same way he has been now, but like a month or so later, and leading to a Hell in a Cell match against Brock Lesnar. Then if he won, I'd have been like, okay, they sold it. He's been training. He's doing his thing. He got it back. But if he wins tonight, by God, that is some bullshit. But I am a little nervous it's going to happen because they've been making him look super strong, and it's John Cena. You can never be too sure. But I still think Brock Lesnar wins tonight. I'm hoping Brock Lesnar wins tonight. I think it'll be a little more even of a match than SummerSlam. Not that that's saying much because that was straight beatdown. But I am going to say Brock Lesnar gets the win, which will lead to a very happy me, which will lead to a much happier review of the show tonight. Let me know what you guys think down below. Coming up at Survivor Series, during these predictions, again, we'll do another giveaway if you guys can beat me. And I'll just keep spending money on y'all. But only 4 times, so remember. Unless I'm feeling froggy, because I like Elimination Chamber. Or if there's like a big show. But for now, stay tuned later on down the road for the Survivor Series one, where we'll try to give stuff away. But for this one, just leave your comments down below what you think is going to happen in the matches. Are you looking forward to it? Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you tonight. That's true.